What's up, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in again. Welcome back to Prime Studios, another legendary video. So we're gonna go over everything we know so far about Godzilla vs Kong and some of the key factors that I'm excited about and things that are very interesting to see in the upcoming film. So in this film, Adam Wingard wants to make this a very character-focused movie. The director has said that he really wants audiences to care about the human characters in Godzilla vs. Kong and have a more in-depth in comparison to the previous movies. He's been working closely with the screenwriter to flesh out character arcs and ensure that the human characters aren't just there to spout exposition between the scenes of monstrous carnage, but to bring light to them. Uh, Wingard explained, "We're going in very great detail through all the characters, which is amazing because the arcs they have, how they relate to one another, and most importantly, how they relate to the monsters and how the monsters relate to them or reflect them." And it's cool to see that because it's like kind of a little bit like the MCU. The MCU has worked wonders with characters more in depth in the films, so he's on the right track for sure, 100%, no doubt. This is great for the film because we get a different perspective on the character arcs and kind of give us like a more in-depth, which is exactly what we would like to see, fans like to see, and obviously it's about the kaiju, them fighting, but it's just mostly about, you know, character arcs as well, embedded into the film. One Another thing is about this film that's very exciting is there will be a winner for sure. You guys have definitely seen Batman v Superman. It doesn't end with a winner at all. They end up teaming up with Wonder Woman to take out Doomsday. That's how the film ended towards the end. The director promises that Godzilla and Kong clash in this upcoming big budget film. There will be a victor. I do want there to be a winner. The original film was very fun, as stated by Adam Wingard, but you feel a little disappointed that no one came on top. People are still debating now who won in that original movie. So I do want people to walk away from this film feeling like, okay, there's a winner here, and not leaving thinking who won that fight. Just thinking, oh, who won that fight? Nobody knows. This one will definitely have a winner. We'll know if it's either Godzilla taking the crown or Kong taking the crown. Either way, it's going to be an epic fight, and somebody is going down for sure. And neither one of them is going to give up. That's one thing I know from both films, and to know how both ruthless they are. This movie is going to be released and hit theaters May 21st of 2020. It was rescheduled due to the coronavirus. As I stated before, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. A link is in the bio. As we have been desperately, guys, waiting for this trailer, I cannot wait to do a breakdown for you guys on the trailer. It makes sense for the delay because everybody knows we don't want to rush a movie like this, especially Godzilla vs. Kong. I personally have been waiting for this movie to release for a long time. I'm like, when is Godzilla and Kong are just gonna fight? I'm sitting here waiting, patiently waiting for them to just go at it, make it happen. There's a saying that the more time they take making this movie, obviously it'll be seasoned a little bit better. It's just like if you order at a restaurant, the longer it takes for the food to get there, they say that the food tastes better after. I guess that's true, maybe not. So one of the other cool things about this film for me that I'm very excited to see is what's Kong going to look like in his height in comparison to Godzilla, because we've seen Godzilla in the 2014 film. We've seen Godzilla in King of the Monsters. I want to see what's going to happen when it comes to Kong's height, because Godzilla is approximately 3 times bigger than King Kong from Skull Island. And we're talking the Godzilla from 2014. The original Godzilla was exactly 164 feet tall. This height was chosen so that he would be just tall enough to look over the tallest building in Tokyo at that time. As the buildings got bigger, so did Godzilla. And in King of the Monsters, Godzilla grew to about what, 400 feet? Ginormous. In Godzilla vs. Kong, it will be a mixed match, like David versus Goliath style battle, with the 104-foot ape relying on his intelligence and his brute strength, and of course his stone axe, to match up with the 350-foot lizard in the 2021 film. But as I stated before, maybe Kong could be bigger in this film, which most likely will be maybe a tad bit bigger. Because it's 40 years later. It's been a long time. He's aged a little bit, so he just might have grown to nearly 300 feet. I think he's probably near 300 feet, maybe 200 feet or a little bit above 200 feet. We'll have to wait and see in the trailer. It should show. I hope in the trailer that it shows both of them standing straight up, side by side. If I can just see what's going on there, then you can maybe determine their height. If Godzilla hasn't grown in that time, Kong will be taller, but not taller than Godzilla. That's already gonna happen. Kong is not gonna be bigger than Godzilla. That's not gonna happen at all. Other things that I'm very excited about, which as you saw in Godzilla King of the Monsters, they all bow down to Godzilla as king in the end of the movie, presented a completely different world for the human race. The other Titan monsters are awoken and seem to have expected Godzilla as their new king. Though the film will focus on Godzilla and Kong, it begs to question if the other monsters will play a role, which could possibly do that. Wouldn't it be insane if, let's say, Godzilla and Kong are going at it, and something happens to where the other Titans decide to butt in, or the other Titans fighting each other, and then one of them wins and then goes against them, or maybe, just maybe, this could happen. This is not something that I think maybe. It seems unlikely that the movie would just ignore the fact that several giant monsters are roaming around the world. They just can't just be there, especially with well-known monsters like Rodan. We fully expect them to be, which also destroy the city just by flying over it. We fully expect them to be featured in the film and perhaps pick sides in the ultimate fight. Maybe some will try to butt in the fight during Godzilla vs. Kong, or maybe, who knows, all the other Titans will team up against Godzilla and Kong, and Godzilla and Kong will team up against the other Titans, or maybe, because there's going to be a winner regardless, so it wouldn't make sense for them to team up, but the other Titans will definitely be in the mix. Okay, I think for me, one of my theories is that there's something, of course, in Skull Island that's making all the Titans head over there, and it's going to be very interesting to see why are they headed over there, because the oxygen destroyer does not work on Kong. It only works on the Titans and Godzilla. Okay, and this is what's going to make the movie a little bit more interesting. Hopefully in the trailer we get to see the other Titans fighting Godzilla or Kong. That would be something very interesting. Or one thing that's also for sure that I think will happen is they're gonna bring Titans in the film that we didn't see in King of the Monsters, because there's a lot of Titans that we haven't seen, and it'll be very interesting to see what's going on there. And another thing that I'm very excited about this film is there's new actors that are going to be involved in this film. And that means if there's new actors, there's more stuff going on. Every time you add actors to a movie, it just makes it a little bit better, a little bit more intense. And the connection with those actors to those Titans will be interesting. Maybe the actors that are being added to this film have a role in playing in the new Titans that are coming to this film. That would be just insane. That would be amazing. For me, it'll be interesting for Godzilla to have something new power, something different. Because if we see him like in King of the Monsters, it will be like, maybe Godzilla will have something else, like a new power, will make everything much more intense. Because he does have the atomic breath. He's huge. He's ruthless. He doesn't give up. He is the king. We get that. But let's see what the evolved Godzilla will bring. Because in movies like this, there's always evolution. Nothing stays the same. Everything always evolves. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate everybody commenting. Anybody that has a theory, anybody that has a point to address about this film, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Also, guys, please like and subscribe. I am doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. I'm thinking about maybe giving away a Godzilla poster, something Godzilla related or Godzilla vs. Kong related, maybe action figures or something. Comment below if you guys will want to or are interested in a giveaway. I really appreciate you guys tuning in on this channel, and I will keep you guys posted on any new updates on the movie Godzilla vs. Kong. Thank you guys for watching this video, and have a great rest of your day.